between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Lacey. Quick strike complete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play.
Turning it on! He's in the press territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it up to 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Four receivers set, two on each side on 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. Wants to keep it in the air. Sure hands, it's Frazier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lacey. Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's Wiley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Across the 45. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up 3rd and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's 3rd and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got him in 3rd and long, still in a good situation here.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Taylor.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Lacy. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range, and they can take the 3 points on the board.
Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged on the outside, it's Norman. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
Got them dead deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Sends it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Norman. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And he loses the football on the return. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets rid of it. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Aggies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Give to the running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Got a man, it's Frazier. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
A 3rd down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
They punt it away on 4th down. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Turnovers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come at different points in the game. They come from different parts of the game. On special teams, to get a turnover, man, that is huge.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. He's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Hale. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Aggies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Quarterback will keep it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Georgia ready to go back back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to...
There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Lacy. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They'll send the back in motion. Unloads it left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Looking left. Got him downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Back to pass, it's Lacy. That pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught downfield. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. With that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Aggies will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in, it's Norman. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control. And you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Lacey. They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now first and 10 from the 40. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times. Well, who's guarding them? Well, a lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Norman. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. You talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Taylor. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Lacy. With the catch, it's White. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The give to the back. Past the 45. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The give on the option. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Taylor. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Complete in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Lacy. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on! They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Salazar. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Gives it on the option. some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. He's at the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's open. Touchdown, Dogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Nice move to pick up yardage. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Lacey. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Frazier. Breaks into the open. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
So now it's 2nd and long. It's a draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Rush is on him. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up the 1st down. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Right out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes...
Sprinting away! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They just keep firing. Finds a man on the right. Great move. Now he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. These corners going to give these receivers some space. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's Here's the pressure. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he made the extra point without problem. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
And a nice day, nice win, run the rest of this clock out. This team getting to 3-1 is important. Your dreams are still ahead of you. A lot of football to be played. Nice job starting the season 3-1.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Able to work his way for 5 yards. He needs a lot more than that, but they did get the clock stopped.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Bussey. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. What a show both of these teams put on today.